Switzerland, famous for its precision watches, silky chocolate, rich cheese and jaw-dropping mountains. But for petrolheads, there's one reason above all to come here: the roads. Earlier this year, I bought a BMW M2 with one mission in mind: to conquer Switzerland's legendary Alpine passes. And not just any passes, but the Holy Trinity: the Susten, the Furka and the Grimsel. So if you're planning on your own road trip through Switzerland, this video is for you. I'll take you through the roads, the stops, the challenges, and even a few unexpected surprises along the way. Because trust me, there's more to this journey than just the mountain passes. The weather turns against me, the M2 throws up brake warning lights, and just when I think I'm on my own, I stumble across Porsches and BMW owners carving up the Alpine passes. And that's before the 3 surprise stops I've lined up, which I won't spoil now, but they're worth it. Trust me, you need to stick around and watch this. So whether you're here for inspiration, planning trips, or just to see some of the world's best driving roads, this is your guide to the ultimate Swiss road trip. We are just on the edge of Belgium actually. I think we've just entered Belgium. So our route is going to take us through Belgium. We're going to go through Luxembourg. We've got, just over 6 hours to go. Our first stop is to one of Germany's most famous forests. Right, our first fuel stop for the day. There's about 50 miles worth of fuel left from when we filled up at home, which was around 3 a.m. It's over a 9-hour drive from home to our first destination, so regular breaks are definitely recommended. But honestly, I could barely sit still. I just couldn't wait to get to our first destination. Trust me guys, you're gonna love it. Driving directly to Switzerland from the UK is a bit of a stretch, so our first stop is in the Schwarzwald, the Black Forest of Germany. It's famous for its dense pine trees, cuckoo clocks, fairy tale villages, and of course the famous Black Forest Ghetto. So you might be wondering, why here? Well, as any petrolhead knows, the Black Forest holds some of the best driving roads in all of Europe. So the next morning, I set the alarm painfully early, crept out while the town was still asleep, and headed straight into the heart of the forest to find them. And oh my god guys, I cannot believe what I discovered. For me, the Black Forest in Germany was the perfect place to stretch the M2's legs before the big Alpine challenge. These twisting forest roads are legendary, and for me, it was the first real test of the car. The dense trees, the sweeping corners, and the way the tarmac flows like a ribbon through the hills, it's the kind of drive that makes you forget about everything else. Just me, the BMW, and the rhythm of the Schwarzwald. Definitely put the Black Forest on your destination list. It's a must go to if you're heading towards Switzerland. Once the Black Forest side quest was completed, we packed our bags and headed to Spitz, Switzerland, a lakeside town famous for its stunning medieval castle, rolling vineyards and breathtaking views across Lake Thorn. Perfectly positioned for what I'd like to call my attack base on the Holy Trinity of Swiss passes. With the rest of the day free to soak in the sights, we made our way up the Grindelwald, where a cable car carried us to the top of the Alps. Well, at least that was the plan, because by the time we reached the summit, we were swallowed by fog. As the day wore on, the weather only got worse, and suddenly, my dream of driving the Swiss passes felt under threat. Would I wake up tomorrow to clear skies and a dry tarmac, or would the weather gods force me to abandon my mission entirely? That evening, as we rolled into Interlaken, I sat staring at the rain-soaked streets, piecing together a plan B, because right now, honestly, plan A was looking like a no-go. At dawn, I pointed the M2 towards the Susten Pass, determined to press on, but the mountain had other ideas. Rain lashed down and a wall of fog swallowed the road ahead. Every corner felt like driving into the unknown. I searched the horizon for a break in the clouds, a glimpse of the Alpine giant I came all this way to see. But there was nothing, just silence, rain and white mist. The Susten had shut its doors and the dream of those sweeping views slipped further out of reach. So we made it all the way to the Susten Pass. As you can see, you can't see anything. Oh, what an uneventful drive. Honestly, the view here when there's no clouds is unbelievable. But yeah, the weather this week is just terrible now. I think my only chance is Saturday. My only chance to really get some really good driving footage is going to be Saturday when I go to the Furka Pass. So yeah, gutted. You can see like the clouds, they sort of dissipate and then you can see more scenery and it gives you this sort of false sense of yes, the weather's going to improve. But it actually doesn't, it just clouds over again. But yeah, hopefully we're going to get some good weather on Saturday for the Furka Pass. The Susten Pass is beautiful. It's a shame I can't really show you how stunning it is from up here. We are predicted to have some good weather, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it should be all good. Ah, gutted. The next day, I decided to give the M2 a rest and spend some proper quality time with my other co-driver, my partner. Time for some traditional sightseeing together. We headed into Bern, Switzerland's charming capital, famous for its medieval old town, the iconic Zeitglocke clock tower, the Federal Palace, and of course the famous Bear Park that gives the city its name. It was the perfect pause, a slow pace, a chance to enjoy Switzerland side by side before driving back into the madness of the mountain passes. The next day, it was back into driving mode. I set my alarm for 5:30 AM, the only way to get these roads emptied, and forecast promised sunshine. This was it, my only chance to conquer all three passes in one single run. Halfway up, I pulled over and mounted the cameras, heart racing with anticipation. And just then, as if the mountains were teasing me, two stunning Porsche 911s swept past, their flat six echoing through the valley. In that moment, any thought of setup vanished. I scrambled back into the M2, fired it up, and set off in hot pursuit. And without even realizing it, while chasing those two stunning 911s, I'd made it to my first Alpine pass, the Susten. However, the weather was still bad. You still couldn't see much. I cannot believe the weather just wouldn't let up. The M2 kept up pretty well. The roads are so nice. I mean, it's super cloudy up here, but my God. So you guys from this area?
Oh, yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, they look like the perfect weekend cars.
Not all weekends.
Yeah. No, the basis is an SC.
Okay.
81, so 3 liter. But yeah, I've been working on the car together with my dad for many years. So it's like a father-son project. I mean, basically everything except the engine is more or less track ready.
Yeah.
Just slight modifications on the engine and exhaust, like headers and stuff. But
That's nice. And your 964, how long you had that?
Oh, 8 years.
Yeah. They're rare. I'm surprised Singer hasn't come knocking on your door for your 964.
I'm not sure they're that rare, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, in the UK, that's super expensive.
Don't see them often. I think the production numbers are pretty high if you compare it to like early GT3s or something like this.
Yeah.
But people don't drive them.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's the cool thing when you're driving it.
Oh man, it's nice to meet you guys. What was your name?
Permin?
Permin.
Yeah.
And your name is?
Vasco.
Oscar.
Vasco.
Yes. Ah, nice to meet you guys, man.
Nice to meet you too.
Absolutely, I really enjoyed that. That was good fun. You made my holiday. Oh, that was amazing. That was such a cool drive. So nice to meet those guys. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that. Honestly, that's a nice little bonus. Anyway, let's do the loop and crack on. In spite of the thick, heavy fog, I jumped back in the car and pushed on to the next pass. At this point though, I kind of accepted the weather wasn't going to be on my side, so I told myself, whatever man, let's just make the most of this. But then, as I drove into the tunnel and I came out on the other side, I could not believe my eyes. Blue skies, sunlight breaking across the peaks, it was like stepping into another reality. One moment grey and closed in, the next wide open, endless mountaintop stretching for miles. The weather had transformed completely and suddenly everything felt perfect. A few miles down the road, I reached my second pass, the Furka, probably the most famous of them all. For car enthusiasts, this place is absolutely legendary. Drivers from all over Europe make the journey here, almost like a pilgrimage to one of the holy sites of motoring. We have made it to the Furka Pass in the M2, the OG M2. Made it here, guys. What a journey! How much fun was that? Honestly, Black Forest was just epic. Autobahns, epic. Swiss Alps, the mountain passes, epic. Just all fantastic. Loved it. We did it, guys. We did it. Bucket list ticked. Oh my God. And what a view. It's just such an amazing place. And the weather held out as well. We did come up earlier in the week and unfortunately the cloud was just too thick to film. It was too thick to really appreciate the views, but look at the views, guys. Oh my God. What a beautiful place. What an amazing view. We have another M2 comp joining us on this beautiful day. Oh, and we have an M3. Okay, is it a BMW meet? So I came at the right time, huh?
Yeah, perfect.
So this is your comp, yeah?
Yeah.
Can we have a look at it?
Yeah, of
Right.
course.
What have you done to it? Because it doesn't look standard. I love the comp.
Springs,
Yeah.
wheels,
Spacers? You got?
yeah,
Yeah.
1.7
Okay.
and grail exhaust.
Engine stock or
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it cheap?
stock.
It's stock engine.
Yes.
You don't need to do much to these, do you?
No, it
yeah.
has 410 horsepower,
Yeah.
but it's perfect. Especially for the mountain, you don't need that much power.
No, it's true. You don't.
And it's manual. It's,
Oh, you got a manual.
Yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't bought it.
I think it's time to upgrade to a comp, guys. It's time to upgrade to a comp.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. A comp or an M3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both of them are beautiful.
Yeah.
And this also is manual.
Must be fun coming up through these these twisties, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
A little bit of drifting, but not too much.
Yeah. Traction not all the way off.
No.
Let's take a look at some of the other cars. I'm really starting to gain a whole new appreciation for the BMW brand, and in particular the M2. After a trip like this, I can see exactly why so many enthusiasts gravitate towards it. The balance of performance, character, and usability is hard to ignore. And when you think about it, what these cars cost on the used market, the value is unbelievable. You're getting a true driver's car, something that feels at home on the Alpine passes just as much as it does on a daily commute. For me, the journey has turned admiration into a genuine affection for the M car. After spending some time at the Furka Pass with the BMW guys, it was time to push on to the final pass. But this wasn't just any pass. This one carries its own legend. A road that winds its way past towering granite walls and vast reservoirs, with sweeping curves that just seem to stretch endlessly into the distance. It's been featured in car magazines, epic drive videos, and it's the kind of place every petrolhead dreams of experiencing at least once. The dam itself makes the backdrop even more surreal, a mix of raw nature and human engineering side by side. This is the one, guys, the grand finale. I give you the Grimsel Pass. Today is one of those days that just kept giving. The moment I woke up this morning and I hit the motorway and I made my way to the Susten Pass, I was just grinning from ear to ear. It was just so much fun. And then when I stopped to put the cameras on the car, and then I ran into those two Porsches that were heading up the Susten Pass, just chasing them was just so much fun. And then when I got to the Furka Pass, it was just like a cars and coffee event. It was a cars and coffee event. It was amazing. I don't even know what to say. Today just really fulfilled. I felt really fulfilled today. The car held up nicely, despite having brake issues. I've got a brake warning light that's just come on now. So yeah, I definitely need to sort that out. I'm absolutely starving. I need to get some food. And I haven't had a coffee this morning. I can't believe that. I'm so glad I took the opportunity to do all my driving today, because now I can just relax and enjoy Switzerland. I can enjoy the scenery, enjoy the lakes, and just spend some time with the missus in nature. But I really needed to tick this off my bucket list because that was kind of one of the reasons why I came. But yeah, Switzerland is so beautiful. I could seriously live here. I don't know if I could afford it though. With the Holy Trinity of passes done, it was time to leave Spitz and head towards our next destination, Valais. But before that, we decided to take a detour to one of Switzerland's most breathtaking lakes, Oeschinensee. This place feels like it belongs directly on a postcard, guys. Sitting high above the Kandersäge, surrounded by sheer cliffs and alpine meadows, the lake's colour shifts from a deep turquoise to a crystal blue depending on the light. It's an UNESCO World Heritage Site, and in the summer you can actually swim in it, though the water is icy cold, fed by glacial streams. In winter, it freezes over completely, transforming it into a natural skating rink. After soaking it all in, we continued on to Valais, where we spent a few days at my partner's family chalet. It was the perfect chance to slow down, reflect on the trip, and experience a different side of Switzerland. One that's all about peace, family, and mountain life. So, this is Valais. Valais? Valais. Okay. Alright. So we've just arrived in Valais at Camille's aunt's chalet, and it looks really cool. Let's take a look. Wow. Look at that view. So this is where we'll be staying for the next 3 days. The next morning, I woke up at the crack of dawn to watch the sunrise over Valais. Breathtaking doesn't even begin to describe it. The soft light crept slowly across the valley, spilling over vineyards, wooden chalets, and distant peaks glowing in the horizon. It was the most euphoric moment I've ever felt in my life. I don't think I've ever experienced such a peace just from the landscape. It wasn't about driving or ticking off destinations. It was about pausing, being present, and letting the world remind me how beautiful it really is. Can you imagine living here? Do you think you'd get bored of this view? Or would it just be breathtaking every morning? I mean, you have all the houses on the hillside valley facing towards, the mountain ranges and the sun as it rises over the mountains. I don't think I could ever get bored of that. But if you grew up here, maybe you just wouldn't notice it after a while. Just like nature shaped the remarkable landscape, BMW did the same with the F87 M2. It's compact, purposeful, and yet it delivers an experience far bigger than its size suggests. The car packs so much into such a small package: balance, performance, character, and out here, it feels completely at home. For me, it's proven to be the perfect car for a road trip. Agile enough for the tight switchbacks, powerful enough for open stretches, and just raw enough to keep the moment exciting. At this moment in my journey, I don't just admire the M2, I've genuinely fallen for it. So we've just arrived at Sanetsch Pass, which is another spectacular road for driving, a little bit treacherous. The road's quite thin, there's cyclists and oncoming traffic, so you have to be careful. But one of the standout features of this pass is there's a glacier just up there. So I'm not too sure how close we can get to it, but we'll probably fly the drone up to take a better look. Pictures just don't do it any justice. What makes Sanetsch so special isn't just the road itself, though the sweeping corners and long straights are incredible. It's the atmosphere. The deeper you climb, the more it feels like you've left the modern world behind and stepped into another realm. The landscape here is mountainous and cinematic, the kind of place that wouldn't feel out of place in The Lord of the Rings. There's a sense of scale that makes you feel both small and completely alive at the same time. Our time in Valais, Switzerland has come to an end, and with it comes the reality of an 8-hour drive back to Calais for the Eurotunnel. From this far south, it's almost too much to tackle in one go, so we decided to break up the journey with one more stop, and you're not gonna believe where. It's the must-visit destination for anyone travelling back from Switzerland, set deep in the beautiful Ardennes forest of Belgium, a place every motorsport fan knows by heart. It's been on the F1 calendar since 1950, making it one of the sport's most historic circuits, and year after year it's voted the greatest track in the world. I'm talking about the one, the only Spa-Francorchamps. Famous for its speed, its drama, and of course Eau Rouge and Raidillon, corners that have tested the very best drivers in history. To stand trackside here after a week of driving some of the greatest roads in the world felt like the perfect finale, a reminder of why we fall in love with cars and driving in the first place. So there you have it, my Swiss road trip. If you're thinking of doing one yourself, these are all the stops you should definitely consider. From the legendary passes to the hidden gems, every single one has something unforgettable to offer. Trust me, you will not regret it. I'll drop links to all the routes and destinations in the description below so you can start planning your own adventure. And if you do, make sure you enjoy every mile, because Switzerland really is a driver's paradise. We've reached the end of our journey, which ended here at Spa-Francorchamps, one of the best circuits on the F1 calendar, and also one of the best circuits in Gran Turismo, which I love playing. What better way to end a road trip video than at an iconic circuit like Spa. My thoughts of the journey are absolutely inspirational. I want to do this again. From the moment we left the UK to the moment we got to Spa has been nothing but iconic. Switzerland is like a postcard. Everywhere you look just feels like you're staring at a postcard. It's so beautiful. The roads inspire you to drive. The roads want to be driven. Coming all the way to Spa to finish this off, I just couldn't think of a better way to round off this trip. And I hope that this video has inspired you to do a road trip. Get out there in your car. You don't need a BMW M2, you don't need a Ferrari, you don't need a supercar. You could do it in anything. But the road is there to be challenged, and you should challenge it. My name is Trevor Joseph, you're watching Rolling Stone Media, and this has been my epic Alpine adventure. Until the next video, take care, peace.